Ba 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 Baran. Ba 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 Baran. Oh ba 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 Baran. Ba 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 Baran. Ba 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 Baran.
Hey, what's up guys? My name is DJ Streetle. I'm going to start my very first video blog today to maybe go over some things that I think is very important. These days you see all sorts of do-it-yourself videos teaching you how to make a cake look like Elsa, and how to let it go, just kidding, or you know, showing you how to make melt crayons to turn into fingernail polish, crazy stuff like that. But you never really see too many videos about people trying to help you do everyday things, these different life tasks that you kind of have to learn how to do on your own, or your parents teach you. And let's be honest, no one wants to learn from their parent. I mean, it's awful. So I'm going to go over a few issues, and the first one I want to go over is something that hit me first. As soon as I got out of college and I got my first vehicle, well, not my first vehicle, but my first own vehicle, one that I actually own, I had to learn that you have to buy insurance. I didn't know anything about insurance, but luckily now I'm actually starting my career in insurance, so I do know a little bit. So today I want to go over, the basic insurance principles and just teach you basically what to look for in an auto policy and things that you might come across. I hope you like it, so stay tuned, and I'm going to lecture to you for just a few minutes. Thank you. Bye. Hey, what's up guys? Like I said, this is my first video blog, so you have to bear with my budget here. I have a sheet hanging up back here, and I'm actually hanging up my phone with a paper clip, so very low budget, but I'm just trying to do my best. I'm just trying to get information out to y'all the best I can, so bear with me and let me get through this slide. Alright, so like I said, we're going through auto insurance. Exciting! What's a premium? Your premium is what you're going to pay for your total 6-month policy. And this is based on your insurable risk. So let's take, for example, myself. I'm 22 years old. I drive back and forth places a lot. I'm more likely to go to bars. I'm more likely to go to parties. I'm more likely to do stupid stuff. So what they do to compensate for this, since I'm such a risk, they raise my premium higher. So basically, the more riskful you are, if you're just a risky dude, be prepared to pay a high premium. It's the way the world works. It's the way business works. So they're not going to insure you for cheaply just to lose money on you. Okay? So keep that in mind. The more risky you are, the more likely you're going to pay a lot of money. So next up is split limits. This is something you're going to see on any auto policy, okay? Your split limits, 10, 20, 10. You're like, what the heck is that? Is that a conspiracy theory? Is that, why are you throwing numbers at me? 23, 23, 20? No. Okay, what this means is, first two are for bodily injury. This last one here is for property damage. This 10 here is what they're going to pay per occurrence. And the second one is, this 20 here is what they're going to pay max payout. Okay, so you're in a car accident and two people in there. They might pay $10,000 for both, but that's it, because that equals $20,000 for the max payout. Okay? Simple. Comprehensive and collision. Two very common terms, alright? Comprehensive. What this means is, say your car is in your driveway and you're not even in it. You're in your house watching TV, watching Adventure Time. I don't know what you like to do with your free time. And then while you're there, a storm comes. And the storm blows a branch off a tree. It crashes into your car, destroys your windshield, destroys your heart. You cry. But what happens, what this means is, that was an act of nature. That was an act of God. That was out of your control. You can provide a claim on this if you have comprehensive coverage. Collision. Self-explanatory. You're in your car, you're driving. Boom, you hit a fence. You hit another car. You're in control. Your hands are on the steering wheel. That falls under collision. That's your fault, and it falls under that part of coverage. Okay? Easy. PIP. Personal injury protection. You find this in states that are considered no fault. The state of Florida is one of those states, so you have to have personal injury protection. And what this is to make sure that if you ever do get in an accident and it's terrible, and you need to file claims for medical, for property damage, for everything, this makes sure that you get taken care of right away. You can go to the hospital, you can get taken care of, and you can get your bills paid for, and it causes a smooth transition. In states that don't have this, you find that after an accident, there's a lot of this and that and this and that. And insurance companies are like, no, I don't want to give them money. You owe them money. And you're like, no, man, you owe them money. So next thing you know, it's just 6 months go by and no one's bills are paid, and it's a mess. So this protects that. Pretty awesome. Uninsured motorist. If you get in a car accident and the person you hit doesn't have insurance coverage, this covers your butt, okay? But this is also an optional thing. You don't have to have this, but strongly recommend it that you do, because Florida is the #1 state for uninsured motorists. So the likelihood of you hitting someone and them not being insured is very likely. You want to make sure you can get the most money out of an accident that you deserve. Things to lower your premium. This is pretty just being a good Samaritan kind of stuff. Don't get a ticket, pay your bills on time, always have your coverage. Don't file a claim unless you have to. You want to just build, it's almost like building credit. You just want to be a good Samaritan. You want to be a good dude. If you do that, you're going to have a lower premium. You can maximize your coverage. You'll be better protected. The importance of coverage. This is where I want to start wrapping it up, but this is the part I want to hit the most, alright? So let's use the example. I live here in Destin, Florida. I just moved back, graduated. It's a very, very beautiful, prestigious place, safe place. But with beautiful places usually comes very expensive things. You can't drive down the highway without seeing a BMW, a Mercedes, a Porsche. You know, God knows, I think I've seen Lambos. I've seen just amazing cars here. And with that too, the buildings. I mean, the architecture here is beautiful. Some very beautiful, beautiful places. But that means if you get in an accident, if you get in a car accident, you're gonna need some pretty good coverage to make sure that you can compensate for it. And then if you hit a building or something, those buildings are expensive. You better make sure you have the right coverage to cover that, because if you can't, they're gonna come for you. So if you have 10, 20, 10 split limits that we went over earlier, and you do $100,000 in property damage because you went drinking and driving with your boys, you spun out and you crashed into the mall, the Destin Commons, alright? And you only have $10,000 worth of property coverage, guess where the rest of that $90,000 is going to come from? That's coming out of your assets. That's everything you, I couldn't afford that. I would be screwed. I would have to get a lawyer, put me even more behind. So it's really important that you make sense of what coverage you might need. You need to think of what assets you have, what assets you want to protect, and make sure if you ever get in an accident that you're going to be covered and that you and your family are not going to be penalized because of maybe a mistake that was accidental or purposeful. I don't know. But it's just very important to make sure that you're covered in every aspect. But that pretty much wraps it up, guys. I hope I didn't bore you too much. I tried to make it simple. If you guys liked it, please like, share, subscribe, whatever, and leave a comment. Tell me what you thought. It can be negative, can be positive. It's not going to hurt my feelings. Alright? But just let me know if you guys have an idea of something you want to learn. I will research the crap out of it, and I'll try to teach you. I'm thinking about doing investments next. So if you don't know anything about investments, maybe stick around or maybe click the video if it's up. Alright? Anyway, take care, guys, and thank you so much for your time.
Yeah. Well, hello, everyone. Okay. Wish I had food, some catnip. What the...